What if I told you the extraordinary life you crave, the one filled with true happiness and limitless power, is already programmed inside you, just waiting to be unleashed? This isn't just about a book. It's about a revolutionary understanding of human potential. It's a journey into the immense inner strength God has given each of us, showing you how to unleash the strongest, best parts of yourself. Forget waiting for happiness from the outside. This journey reveals a spring of joy erupting from your very being, a step-by-step guide to building a life of harmony and balance, starting with your inner self and expanding outward to your world. This guide offers concrete techniques and steps to build a happy life, one step at a time. It's about achieving harmony and balance with everything around you. The incredible journey starts with building your inner self, then extends to forging excellent relationships with your community and the entire world. Part 1. Dreams of Destiny. Let me tell you a story. There was once a person who felt like a complete failure, bankrupt, drowning in debt, and unsure how to even earn his next meal. He had nothing but a high school diploma. Yet, just 8 years later, he owned a private jet. Thousands of people lined up, eager to meet him and learn his secrets. This was Anthony Robbins. He took us on an incredible journey, teaching exactly how anyone can achieve their dreams. He argues that every single one of us has dreams we yearn to fulfill, but too often, in the relentless rush of life, these dreams get forgotten. We get swept away by daily demands, and the will to shape our own path slowly fades. This journey forces you to remember and focus on that unlimited power deep inside you. It's a powerful call to put your long-forgotten dreams into action, because here's the truth. Every single person in this life possesses a unique, special talent, a gift from God, and it's your absolute duty to activate it. So the critical questions you must ask yourself are these. How can you seize immediate control over your life? What concrete steps can you take today to ignite real change? How can you not only elevate your own life, but also uplift others? How do you expand your capabilities, grow your knowledge, and then share that wisdom with the world? Here's the truly empowering part. Every single resource you need to transform your dreams into reality is already living inside you. They're not just waiting, they're eager for you to seek them out and unleash them. For valuable, life-altering changes to happen, for you to truly step onto the path of success, these changes must be continuous, renewed, and absolutely non-negotiable. And to ensure you proceed correctly, with unwavering focus, you must embrace 3 simple yet incredibly powerful principles. First, raise your standards. This isn't about external expectations. It's about the demands you place on yourself, your fundamental self-perception. What do you truly want yourself to be? Strong, effective, creative? Your entire being will rise to meet the level you set for it. Second, change the beliefs that stand in your way. You can set sky-high standards, but without absolute conviction an unwavering confidence in your ability to meet those demands without truly believing in your potential for success, you will fall short. It's that resolute confidence in success, that burning certainty, which truly drives you to act and achieve everything you aspire to. And third, change your strategy. This step naturally follows once you've raised your standards and cultivated that deep confidence in your ability to execute. You'll instinctively discover the most efficient paths to success. One of the most powerful strategies? Find role models who have already achieved what you desire. Study them. How did they do it? What was their core conviction? How did they think? This single insight will dramatically increase your effectiveness and save you immense time and effort. But remember, knowledge is never enough. You absolutely must take the necessary action to turn that knowledge into tangible reality. But wait, there's more. To truly master your life, focus your investment on these critical fields: your emotional well-being, your physical vitality, your relationships, your financial security, and your precious time. Mastering these areas will have the most profound impact on your destiny. Decisions, the path to power. Now let's talk about decisions, the path to power. You absolutely must ask yourself, who will I be in the next 10 years? Because powerful questions ignite a search for powerful information. This information then fuels every decision you make about your life. A decision isn't just a choice. It's information put into action. It is pure power. It's the driving force of your life. Seriously, everything in your life, past and present, is a direct result of decisions you made. The key issue then becomes, what precedes all our actions? How exactly do we make the decisions that shape our destiny? Understand this. If you don't make a conscious decision about your own destiny, you've already made a decision for others to control it, whether you realize it or not. Your brain has an incredibly complex internal system for making decisions, a system that dictates how you evaluate absolutely everything. This system draws its power from your parents, friends, television, and the culture surrounding you. It's comprised of 5 crucial parts. First, the core of your beliefs and unconscious rules, those automatic responses outside your direct control. Second, your life values. Third, your references or past experiences. Fourth, the questions you consistently ask yourself. And fifth, your emotional state. Most of the time, these decisions are made by your brain unconsciously. But here's the game changer. Any intentional shift in any of these 5 elements will create a noticeable, profound change in your life. You can actually bypass this unconscious system by learning to make decisions consciously, refusing to let past programming dictate your future. How? By systematically rediscovering yourself and your deepest values. To conquer the fear of making wrong decisions, here's a radical piece of advice. Make more decisions. Think of decisions like muscles. The more you exercise them, the stronger and better they become. You learn from every experience, no matter how much of a failure it might seem. We must extract a lesson from every single one, transforming it into a reference that guides us to make even better decisions in the future. Once you make a decision, commit to it with unwavering honesty and determination. Don't succumb to external influences, but stay flexible in your approach. And always, always maintain a clear, long-term focus. The power that shapes your life. Now, let's talk about the ultimate drivers of human behavior. It all comes down to pleasure and pain, the twin forces that shape our destiny. As humans, we instinctively avoid pain and relentlessly seek pleasure. But here's the paradox. Pain can actually become your greatest ally if you suffer enough from a lifestyle you're currently living. That pain, that discomfort, can be the precise push you need to finally change. So the strategy is simple yet profound. You must link the behavior you want to change with an intense, undeniable feeling of pain. Then, immediately replace it with a good behavior, linking that with an overwhelming sense of pleasure. To put this into practice, list 4 actions you know you should take, but have been procrastinating on, like quitting smoking, losing weight, or finally forgiving someone. Under each of these actions, ask yourself, why haven't I taken this action yet? What pain have I associated in the past with actually taking this step? Next, list all the perceived pleasures you enjoyed in the past as a result of indulging in this negative pattern, whether it was overeating, smoking, or seeking revenge. Then, confront the true cost. List the immense price you will pay if you don't make this change now. For instance, what's the real long-term result of unchecked overeating? And truly evaluate how you feel about that consequence. Finally, list all the incredible pleasures you will enjoy after taking these actions and the profound positive long-term effects you'll achieve, like the vitality of losing weight, the freedom of quitting smoking, or the peace of being forgiving. Belief systems, the power of innovation, creativity, and the power of destruction. This next insight is critical to understanding your entire reality. What truly shapes our decisions and our lives isn't the events themselves, but our belief systems, our interpretation of what those events mean. It's how we assign meaning to everything that happens to us. Most of our beliefs are simply generalizations about our past, built on our interpretations of experiences, whether those experiences were painful or pleasurable, and whether our interpretations were even right or wrong. A belief is, at its core, a feeling of absolute certainty and conviction about something. This includes your beliefs about people, life, money, time, and work. Once these beliefs are accepted, they transform into unquestionable commands to your nervous system. Your destiny-shaping decisions are then made based on these very commands. This is where a belief can turn into a fixed, rigid dogma. To truly change your behavior and the decisions driving it, you must first consciously transform your negative beliefs into empowering, positive ones. So, honestly ask yourself, do the beliefs you hold actually empower you, or do they disempower you? You'll know by focusing on the results those beliefs generate. Do they propel you forward or relentlessly drag you back? Then, systematically apply those 3 foundational principles. Raise your standards. Adopt empowering beliefs and actively seek effective strategies to translate those beliefs into tangible reality. Can change happen immediately? Now for a crucial question. Can change happen immediately? Most people harbor negative interpretations about rapid changes, forming beliefs that actively prevent them from tapping into their latent power. They've been conditioned to think that all important changes must take a long time. But if you truly want to create a strong, rapid, and lasting transformation, not just a temporary fix, then you absolutely must transform your core beliefs. The first foundational belief you must cultivate is this: if we want to change quickly, we absolutely can. And the second, equally vital belief: you and only you are responsible for changing yourself and the world around you. No one else. How to change any aspect of your life. Neuroassociative conditioning, NAC. So, how do you actually implement these monumental shifts? Here's the proven process of neuroassociative conditioning, NAC, to change any aspect of your life. Step 1. Decide precisely what you want and honestly identify what's currently preventing you from achieving it. Step 2. Get leverage. Associate intense, undeniable pain with not changing now, and overwhelming pleasure with experiencing that change right now. Step 3. Disrupt the old patterns that are limiting your abilities. Break them. Step 4. Create a powerful, new, empowering alternative. Step 5. Condition that new pattern relentlessly until it becomes a fixed, automatic habit. Step 6. Finally, test what you've accomplished to ensure it's integrated. How to truly get what you want. To truly get what you want, you must first ask yourself these fundamental questions. What exactly do you want? Why do you want it? And what profound feelings, emotions, or states will achieving this bring you? Because here's a profound realization. Your pursuit of any specific goal is, in reality, your means to reach certain desired feelings, emotions, and internal states. So your behavior isn't just a result of your abilities. It's a direct consequence of the state you are in at that exact moment. Therefore, to truly manifest what you want, you must mentally focus on what empowers you. Keep your focus locked on where you want to go, not on what you fear. Your life will change, and you have immediate control. You can instantly change your state by altering your breathing or by consciously shifting your focus. Decide what to focus on, rearrange your priorities, or simply change how you practice that focus. Instead of obsessing over the worst that could happen, train yourself to to focus on the absolute best. You must consistently maintain a state of determined enjoyment on your path to discover and master the unique ways that make you feel good. Because if you have no established way to achieve pleasure, you will inevitably and unconsciously fall under the influence of pain. Questions are the answers. Prepare for a profound realization. Questions are the answers. The questions we ask ourselves directly determine our thoughts. In fact, the entire thinking process is simply an ongoing cycle of asking and answering questions. And here's the crucial part. The answer you receive is always at the level of the question you pose. The more qualitative your questions, the more qualitative your answers, and thus the greater their impact on your entire life. Truly successful people are masters at asking smart, empowering, and positive questions. This leads them to smart, positive, and constructive answers. Conversely, individuals struggling with depression often ask frustrating, disempowering questions like, "Why me?" or "What's the point?" And inevitably, they receive frustrating answers that reinforce their negative state. The questions you habitually ask yourself fundamentally shape your concept of your own personality, what you believe you're capable of doing, and what you're willing to achieve. Remember this above all: the absolute key to enduring success is to continuously develop your questioning style in an intensely empowering way. Ultimate success expressions, the very beliefs we hold within us, were formed by words. And powerfully by words, those beliefs can also be changed. For a single word carries an immense, almost magical effect. Successful people instinctively use a rich vocabulary filled with powerful, positive words. These words forge strong emotions within them, directly influencing their beliefs and behaviors. In stark contrast, those who rely on a limited, impoverished vocabulary often lead a poor emotional life, which then negatively impacts their entire existence. Here's an immediate hack. By simply changing your usual vocabulary, the words you constantly use to describe the emotions you feel in your life, you can instantly transform how you think, how you feel, and ultimately how you live. This is what's known as a transformational vocabulary. The profound essence of a transformational vocabulary is that the words we attach to our experiences become our experiences. So, actively find the words you use to describe your negative feelings and write them down. Then, consciously replace them with less intense words to break those old, limiting emotional patterns. Trade words that disempower you for words that ignite your power. Even involve a friend to help monitor your commitment to this new vocabulary. Keep practicing until you master the use of these new, empowering words. Metaphors. Let's explore another subtle yet powerful tool: metaphors. Consider these two statements. Life is as beautiful as cherries, and life is hell. Both are metaphors, but what's the profound difference? Metaphors are simply a concise, figurative way of understanding and framing things. Metaphors can dramatically enhance your power by expanding and enriching your life experiences. But only if you consciously choose to adopt positive expressions that unleash your capabilities and beliefs. If you choose expressions that limit your abilities and disempower you, that destructive language will quickly become a firmly held belief upon which you will inevitably build negative behaviors. That is the critical difference. So, choose your metaphors intelligently, deeply, and joyfully. The 10 power emotions. Understanding your emotions is a superpower. There are 4 basic ways people typically deal with their emotions. Avoidance. People try to avoid painful emotions, but here's the truth. You can't truly avoid strong feelings. The best approach is to discover the hidden, positive meaning within those feelings. Denial is an attempt to deny what you truly feel, pretending the opposite. Competition. This means indulging in those emotions, even exaggerating them until they consume you and worsen. Learning and using. This is the only successful method. We cannot escape emotions, deny them, or simply let them control us. Instead, we must understand them and then actively use them to achieve results that elevate our quality of life, building a tremendous future. Let's talk about the ultimate secret to shaping your destiny. Building a tremendous future. Giant goals don't just produce giant incentives. They literally carry you beyond the barriers that obstruct your path, launching you into a world of unlimited possibilities. Goals are the very first step to transforming the invisible into the visible. And that right there is the profound secret to success. Here's a paradox. Sometimes your apparent failure to achieve a goal might actually mean you're achieving your true goals. So, we must trust that our disappointments are often hidden opportunities. Opportunities still obscured from view. We just need to deeply delve into the meaning behind that perceived failure. It's not enough just to have goals. What truly matters is the kind of life you live on the path to achieving them. Furthermore, consistently focusing your mental state on that goal is what makes it a genuine priority, infusing it with tremendous emotional intensity that propels you forward. Your unwavering commitment to achieving your goals is also what unlocks immense personal growth, greater success, and the profound, complete happiness that comes from helping others succeed too. The 10-day mental challenge. If you truly want to achieve a new level of success, you absolutely must cultivate a new level of thinking. This presents a golden opportunity, a 10-day mental challenge. Starting right now, from this very moment, you can seize complete control over your mental and emotional powers. You can decide today that you will no longer indulge in any negative or unproductive thought or emotion. Remember, this isn't about ignoring life's problems, but about consciously putting yourself into better mental and emotional states. This allows you to not only find solutions, but also powerfully implement them. By consistently using a transformational vocabulary and comprehensive metaphors, you will empower yourself and direct your focus to the most positive, constructive aspects. The unifying thread among all successful people is their unwavering ability to maintain focus, clarity of vision, and inner strength, no matter what challenges they face. Part 2. Ultimate control. The core system. Now, let's go deeper into the engine of your reality. Your core system, the ultimate influence. Different people, of course, care about different things. And crucially, they evaluate events in vastly different ways, based on their unique perspectives and what they've been conditioned to believe. There are 5 powerful elements that control your evaluation of everything. 1. The mental and emotional state you're in when you make that evaluation. 2. The questions you ask yourself. The only authentic way to live a truly happy life is to live it completely aligned with your deepest values and ideals. The problem is, many people know how to acquire things, but they haven't clarified who they want to be. This is why you see individuals who own a multitude of things, yet live a miserable existence, a direct result of a lack of clarity in their values. Knowing your hierarchy of values is paramount, because you're to achieve crystal clear values and to avoid internal value conflicts that sabotage your peace. Do this. Become intensely aware of your current values to understand why you do what you do. What emotional states do you actively seek? Which ones do you vehemently avoid? Take a moment to write a list of your current values and rank them by importance. Now, consciously decide which values you want to live by. This conscious decision will shift your values or their order, and as a direct consequence, your entire life will transform. Rules. If you're not happy, here's the brutally honest reason why. If you've built your life on the belief that your feeling of happiness depends on things you cannot control, an external source, you will inevitably feel pain. Your happiness will forever be a hostage to external circumstances. But here's an empowering truth. Let your happiness stem from within you, regardless of what's happening externally. This is a fundamental, empowering rule. How do you know if the rules you live by are disempowering you? So, how do you know if the rules you live by are actually disempowering you? If a rule is difficult to implement or meet its requirements, it's disempowering. If what determines whether this rule is met is something you don't control and cannot influence, then that rule is disempowering. If a rule gives you limited ways to feel good, but many avenues to feel bad, it is unequivocally the disempowering rule. The opposite, of course, is profoundly true. Rules that empower you provide more avenues for happiness. You are in control of them, and you can readily implement them. So, you must actively identify your own rules, clarify them to others, and just as importantly, understand and respect the rules that govern others. References. The fabric of life. Your past isn't just history, it's your blueprint for the future. References. The fabric of life. Undergoing many experiences throughout life provides us with an incredible wealth of references. The greater the number and quality of our references, the greater our level of potential choices becomes, expanding our horizons exponentially. A richer, higher quality set of references allows us to evaluate the meaning of things far more effectively. It also empowers us to make better decisions about what actions we should take. But here's the nuance. What truly determines our beliefs isn't the references themselves, but how we understand them, how we organize and deal with them, and what those references reinforce within us. That's what ultimately shapes our beliefs. The more our references expand, the more our lives expand right along with them. Our personal experiences are references. Faith is a reference. Reading is a reference. The inspiring lives of successful people and leaders are references. Our own thoughts are references. Even the thoughts of others are references. Actively seek out and absorb even more references that open up new pathways to a happier, more fulfilled life. Identity, the key to expansion. Who you believe yourself to be is everything. Identity, the key to expansion. Your identity is simply the collection of beliefs you use to define yourself as an individual. It's what makes you uniquely you. And this deep sense of certainty about who we are creates the very boundaries and barriers within which we choose to live. So I ask you, who are you truly? Have you ever deeply asked yourself this question? Every description you use for yourself, every label you accept, defines who you are and shapes your identity. But remember this when you ask such a question. The state you're in is critical. You must be relaxed, safe, and genuinely curious. Take a deep breath and begin the journey of exploring who you are without fear or anxiety. Write down every answer that spontaneously comes to mind. Try this exercise more than once and delve deeper each time. It might not be easy to find a description that captures your actual essence. Your answer must emerge from profound, honest self-reflection, because these descriptions will fundamentally shape your concept of who you truly are. Your understanding of your abilities, beliefs, and values, and consequently, they will shape every aspect of your behavior in life. It's also vital to understand that the identity of your friends profoundly affects your own, so choose your companions wisely. If you mistakenly link your identity to changeable things, like your age or appearance, you're setting yourself up for an identity crisis. Changes in these superficial aspects will destabilize your entire self-concept. But if you connect your self-concept to broader, deeper, and more enduring aspects of yourself, life's inevitable changes will pose no threat or negative impact on who you are. Your identity, much like life itself, is constantly evolving and expanding. So, consciously strive for what develops your identity into the magnificent person you wish to be. You must ensure that the labels you choose for yourself are not limits that confine you, but rather powerful enhancers that add to all the virtuous, incredible potential already within you. Part 3. The 7 days to shape your life. Ready to actively sculpt your future? Let's dive into the 7 days to shape your life. Day 1. Emotional destiny. Remember this: the only true success is emotional success, for there is no lasting triumph without it. today's goal is to identify your current emotional patterns and then utilize new skills to secure your emotional destiny. Day 2, physical destiny. Will your body be a prison of pain or a palace of pleasure? This exercise aims to create a profound balance between mastering your emotional system and optimizing your physical destiny. The result? The exact level of fitness and energy you desire, empowering you for life itself. Day 3, relationship destiny. This is about creating a place of deep sharing and care. This exercise is designed to clearly and measurably improve the quality of your personal relationships, deepening your emotional connections with those who matter most to you. Because true success, without sharing it with others, is ultimately meaningless. Day 4, financial destiny. Small, consistent steps can lead to immense wealth. Financial pressure in varying degrees touches everyone. Many people struggle with internal conflicts in their values and beliefs, coupled with weak plans, leading to consistent financial struggles. This exercise teaches you precisely how to seize control of your financial future by mastering the 5 foundational elements of wealth creation. The first key is your ability to earn more income than ever before. Your capacity to create wealth. Remember, all true wealth begins in the mind by making yourself more valuable. The second key is to preserve your wealth by consciously spending less than you earn and wisely investing what you save. The third key is to grow your wealth, which involves that same principle of spending less and investing what you save, but critically, reinvesting what you've earned to achieve powerful compound growth. The fourth key is to maintain your wealth, protecting it wisely. And finally, the fifth key, to truly enjoy your wealth. Don't ever let your wealth become a source of worry and stress. Remember that true wealth is ultimately an emotion, so you must share it with others by allocating a small percentage to helping those around you. Day 5. Be virtuous. This is about forging your unbreakable code of conduct. Adopting high values, establishing supporting rules for those values, and asking qualitative questions are all meaningless without an unwavering commitment to living these values, making them the very constitution of your life. You, and only you, decide what exists within you. If you commit to the greatness within, then what will radiate outward to the world will be nothing less than your absolute best. Day 6. Control your time and your life. This exercise empowers you to wield your time to your ultimate advantage rather than allowing it to dictate your level of satisfaction or stress. There are 3 powerful time-saving secrets you should master. First, the ability to reshape time itself, altering your subjective sense of it. Second, understanding the true importance of the task accomplished within that time. And third, more, cutting years off your learning curve by strategically learning from the distilled experiences of others. Day 7. Rest and play. The goal of this final exercise is to achieve crucial balance. After all the toil and effort, you absolutely must give yourself a day off, a day to play, to temporarily shift your focus, and to thoroughly refresh your energy. Part 4, A Lesson in Destiny. Finally, we come to a lesson in destiny, and perhaps the greatest challenge. What can one person truly do? The feeling of helplessness is the ultimate barrier, standing squarely between individuals and their ability to change their lifestyle or help others. But understand this: everyone possesses the immense inherent power to change, if they are truly interested in doing so. Many people only discover their heroic nature when confronted with a fundamental, perhaps even life-threatening difficulty. They find themselves with no other option. So, when you find yourself in a challenging situation, consciously decide to take a distinguished stand, one that is absolutely consistent with your highest convictions. A hero isn't just someone in movies. A hero is a person who demonstrates the courage to contribute a unique act, no matter how harsh the circumstances. They demand more from themselves than anyone else expects. They directly challenge difficulties to do what they believe is the right thing, bravely pushing forward despite all fears. If you commit wholeheartedly to a belief that absolutely requires changing a situation, you will undoubtedly unearth the necessary inner strength to follow through and enact that change. You will actively seek solutions, make firm stands, and take decisions that unequivocally support those beliefs. The author highlights numerous social and environmental issues where you can contribute and offer invaluable help. If you dedicate even a portion of your time to these causes, it creates a profound difference in life, in your community, and most powerfully, within yourself. Think about supporting awareness campaigns against smoking, distributing books to patients, contributing to paper and plastic recycling, beautifying homes and gardens, caring for remote areas, or volunteering in orphanages. Remember this ultimate truth: if you act like a giant, the world will not just see you, but remember you as a giant. ... You've now uncovered the blueprint for activating the dormant giant within you. The choices are yours, the power is yours, and your destiny is waiting. Go forth and unleash it.